Hello, I'm Matt Johnson, and I can't wait to bring the new Jet Set and Swing in the Disney Songbook to your beautiful theater. It's an engaging, retro-cool jazz tribute to the beloved songs from Disney's most memorable animated feature films. This virtuosic musical presentation is enhanced by multimedia images and vintage film clips from Disney's original animated classics, including Snow White, Cinderella, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, and The Jungle Book, as well as some contemporary instant classics, including Toy Story, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Coco, and so many more, all delivered with a retro-modern jazz flair like you've never heard before. Fun for the whole family. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll definitely be tapping your toes when the new Jet Set presents Swing in the Disney Songbook.
Big show coming up at the Performing Arts Center is going to be Matt Johnson and the new Jet Set, and we just happen to have Matt Johnson right here in the studio.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Good to see you.
So I want to start off a little bit with the new Jet Set, folks, and what you guys do. It's kind of a Disney thing you guys are going to be doing for us?
Yes, yeah. We have a show called Swing in the Disney Songbook, and that's what we're bringing to your beautiful PAC next week. And it's a show that has re-envisioned Disney music through the lens of classic American jazz.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. It's kind of a reimagined, kind of a new kind of arrangement of the music, right?
Correct. Yeah. The new Jet Set, the title kind of lends itself to that mid-century Vegas in the '60s. There you go. That cool luxury lifestyle, like you all live here at Laguna Woods.
Exactly.
And so we play music in that style.
Okay.
And so we took the Disney Songbook and chose our favorites and just sort of reworked them a little bit to put them in that style. But the show itself is a multimedia, fully immersive experience and fun for all ages.
So is the multimedia, are you showing clips from old Disney films of this song? Okay, so you're showing that, you're reminding folks where these came from and that kind of thing? Okay.
Well, I'm specifically reminding them because what I like to do as the host of the show is give a little, sort of pull the curtain back, give a little behind the scenes insights, either into the music or the movies that they came from. A little bit of, it's not so much trivia as it is American history, and we feature a lot of Disney firsts. So a lot of songs that were Academy Award winners, a lot of songs that came from groundbreaking animated films for one reason or the other. But anyway, we take you on a little journey besides just playing the music.
All right, let's leave the Jet Set folks behind for a second. Let's find out, who is Matt Johnson? Where did it start? Did you always have this kind of musical inclination as you were growing up?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I've played music my whole life. There were, my older siblings played music in school. I studied music in school. I joined a local drum and bugle corps when I was 10 years old and enjoyed that activity. When my friends were all playing Little League, I was marching in parades all around Southern California, and chose to continue studying music. I studied commercial music in college, and then made my first audition for the Walt Disney Company, and I never looked back.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so for 15 years, starting in '79, I was full-time Disney cast member, playing shows in and around what we used to just call Disneyland, but it's now the Disneyland Resort.
Right.
I took 20 years off to raise a couple of kids, and since 2013, I've been back, both working in the park on shows, as well as supplying bands for special events.
So you're a Disney file. So this stuff really is a tribute. I mean, this is something you love, grew up with, and have immersed yourself in?
I grew up in the city of Orange, and yes, to your point, I grew up in the city of Orange. We watched Angel Stadium built, the 57 freeway.
You listen to the Disneyland fireworks show at night?
We could see it from our roof.
Okay, there you go.
You know, I mean, back when there wasn't a building taller than 4 stories between us, we could see it every night. So yeah, Disney was quite influential, and then having the opportunity to work there right out of college, I just fell in love with being able to perform for so many people that were just happy to be entertained, and then had the opportunity. Actually, the new Jet Set came from an opportunity to supply music for a special event that was during the 100 years of animation. It was a couple summers ago.
Okay.
And
you kind of said, hey, what if we put a band around this, reimagine
that's
some
exactly
Disney
right.
stuff?
And they were just looking for background jazz, and I said, well, I've got a great jazz group, but how about we do an evening of Disney songs? And it was really well received, and we sort of took it on the road after that.
Now, you're so prolific. Are you playing a number of instruments in this band?
I am the drummer and the host. Yes.
Okay, so you're just doing the drum.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were on the sax or anything like that.
No, but I do lead it from the drum chair, and it's quite intimate. I mean, the show, even in a large performing arts center, it's quite intimate, and I have a conversation just like this with the audience.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's kind of a story time thing, or you like you say, you pull back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah, just enough to just sort of entice people, rather than say, and now we're going to play, When You Wish Upon a Star. Then as soon as you say that, then everybody has an idea of what that is.
Right,
Everyone has an opinion about that. But I like to tell a little story. When You Wish Upon a Star happened to be the first song that ever won an Academy Award for Best Song in a Motion Picture.
Good old Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So when you started putting this together, did you start to discover things about the Disney songs and the songbook that you did not know yourself?
I did indeed, yeah. I did a little research, and I mean, the whole idea was to craft a show. So I did the research on the songs, and I worked with my musical director, Chris Barron, who did all the original arrangements, and we literally sat side by side of the piano and had the Disney songbook organized in alpha and then organized by movie, and we just started pointing and picking and choosing and experimenting with the original style of the song, and then thinking, well, this one doesn't really lend itself to jazz. How could we make it something? So it was a collaborative experience.
There's some you say, hey, have you rotate in different ones? Or
We do have some.
Okay.
We have,
because there's so many to shoot.
Right.
I mean, it's decades and decades of Disney songs.
well, and they're all original arrangements, so we're not just playing the melodies.
Right.
So we have created over 2 hours of original arrangements of recognizable, memorable, classic Disney anthems. But this is a 90-minute show, so we do rotate some through. And the reason we rotate them through is because we want to have a nice show arc. One song leads to another, and we want to have sort of an up and down.
Kind of an album feel, like the old days of when we put together an album to have a feel that transitions to the next song.
We don't want to play a bunch of fast songs or start with a slow song. So the show has a very enjoyable arc to it.
What do you hope people come away with after they see this performance?
Well, it's interesting. It doesn't matter how old you are. You have an emotional connection to the music, whether you think of that the music that way or not. I hope that people just come away. Well, I've seen it happen. They just come away happy and they're grateful. People come up and they say, "Oh my goodness, I had completely forgotten about this song or that movie," and they are really very emotional. It's emotional for me to see that feedback that I get from people. They really are connected to this music because of how Disney has been a part of their life.
Right. Now you mentioned When You Wish Upon a Star, I think it was like 1939 that movie came out or something like that.
Pinocchio. Yeah, it actually won the Academy Award in 1941.
Okay, so somewhere
it might have been
around there.
released in 40.
Right. So what's the most modern Disney song you have in there? 'Cause there's such a gamut of decades.
Right. We play Randy Newman's "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Toy Story.
That's fantastic.
Which came from a groundbreaking movie. That was the very first Pixar and Disney collaboration. They were two separate companies. And it was also the first feature-length animated film to be 100% computer generated.
Right.
So, and then the "You've Got a Friend in Me" was nominated for Best Song in a Motion Picture, but it was Colors of the Wind that took home the Oscar that night from Pocahontas. And so we do that as well. We do Remember Me from Coco. So that's kind of getting more
that's a great one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I forgot about Coco.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that Thanksgiving many years ago, but that was a wonderful
2017,
one.
I think is that. But I'm not sure if we do one more current than that.
Okay.
But yeah, we're always thinking of new ones to put in.
So what do you love most about doing this? I mean, obviously you're a Disney fan from
Right.
back in the day, all
Right.
the way through. You worked there.
Right.
What is it about this show that you just like? Man, I love this part, or I love doing.
Well, it's many things, but it's and I've mentioned a couple of them. The collaborative experience with my colleagues. These musicians are virtuosic, and they're also very charismatic entertainers on top of it. So to have put together an ensemble of that level is very gratifying, and the joy that I feel just from sharing the stage with those individuals night after night, whom I love and who deliver, moment after moment of memorable musical performances. And I love knowing that people just love this music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and clearly it's important to me that the Disney relationship has been important to me.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you've heard from Matt. You've seen some clips. Now it's time to go to the show and experience the whole thing. It's going to be Matt Johnson and the new Jet Set. They're going to be presenting Swinging the Disney Songbook. It's going to be Saturday, June 14th, over at the Performing Arts Center, 7:30 p.m. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day, folks. We'll be right back with more.